ass off, trying to tell y'all goofy dudes what they planning. It's Hotep. Hope you motherfuckers understand it. It's Hotep. Hope you motherfuckers understand it. No threat to a Hotep, especially when the Hotep got the goddess mask off. He's working his ass off, trying to tell y'all goofy dudes what they planning. It's Hotep. Hope you motherfuckers understand it. It's Hotep. Hope you motherfuckers understand.
What's going on, everybody? What's going on? Welcome to the after party. Give yourselves a round of applause because you could be anywhere right now, but you're hanging out with me, and I really do appreciate it. If you're new, hit the like, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification icon. It lets you know when I got new content coming out. Share the stream. Let people know we live. You catching the replay? Leave a comment. Let me know how I'm doing. I can use that constructive criticism. You want to donate to the channel? $sign Cannon Hotep on Cash App. Super chats, Rumble Rants, Kick subscriptions. They're all welcome, guys. They're all welcome. Oh, man, oh, man, oh, man. Man, it's Thursday already. What a hell of a weekend, man. What a hell of a week, actually. Joe Nicholson done pardoned his son. Everybody got all up in arms over that shit. And then he said, if you thought you was going to be mad about that, watch this one. Now he's talking about giving preemptive pardons to Fauci and Liz Cheney and Adam Schiff, which I find very interesting. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about this United Healthcare CEO and what I think the motive is. I think that we're being misdirected with the carvings on the bullets. I think we're being misdirected by that. That's some cryptic shit. I don't buy it. I don't buy the disgruntled policyholder thing. That's just me. We had UFOs flying around in the sky and people was out there taking pictures of them. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Oh man, oh man, oh man. How come I ain't get to see none of that shit? Why didn't I get to see the shit on Third? You know what, but I digress. But we had some UFO sight. Man, we had a hell of a week. A hell of a week. A hell of a week. Oh my gosh, man. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Anyway, had to take my dog to the vet because he wanted to fucking get his asshole stopped up. Pause. Ate a whole goddamn turkey. And I come to find out, guys, it wasn't a raw hot bone I gave him. I gave him what's called pork chomps. A pork chomp bone is just straight pig skin. So that's not the issue. I think the issue was all them fucking bones he ate with that turkey. And now his asshole, he's shitting razor blades is what's happening. So he on antibiotics and all this other shit. $600 bill. $600 vet bill. I tell you. Then I got my son. He mad at me. He want a fucking gecko. He want a gecko or a snake or he want a lizard. And I'm like, that shit ain't coming in my house. That shit ain't coming in my house. I'm sorry, guys. You know what I mean? That's one thing that just ain't happening. You know what I mean? Like first off, for one, I don't do reptiles. Period, full stop. I will kill it. I will fucking kill it. You know what I mean? Yeah, yo, the vet expensive. Yo, the vet is expensive. I had to get dog insurance. Like, I had my open enrollment for my health care. My health care scheme for my company, right? And they had dog insurance. And it was actually like, okay, this is how much it's going to cost me a month. But if this nigga need like a surgery or something, it'll be covered essentially. You know what I mean? So I got him some dog. It's better than paying $600 out your pocket right then and there on the spot because he wanted to fucking eat a 14-pound turkey. You know what I mean? But I digress. My son wanted a lizard. I said no. My wife looking at me like I'm crazy. Not crazy, but she like, come on. You know, I'm like, no, this nigga not responsible enough. He just see the shit because he see it on YouTube. Now he want one. But you know what's going to happen? He's going to get one, right? He'll get one, right? Now I'm not saying I'm buying it. What I'm saying is he'll get one, and then who's going to take care of that shit? Her ass ain't about to fucking clean that the terrarium or whatever the fuck it's called. She ain't about to clean that shit out because her ass ain't touching no reptiles either. His ass just like the shit for the shit he see on YouTube. He ain't about to stick his fucking hands in there. Who they gonna be left on? Huh? Then he might leave the goddamn top off, and then next thing you know, I got a real problem. Now I got lizards running around the house. I don't know where they at. Hopefully the dogs see him and eat him or some shit. He like to eat every goddamn thing. Then she's like, well, what's wrong with a snake? I said, okay, you let him leave the top off that fucking thing and that snake get out and you be sleeping, that shit drop out the ceiling on your fucking face. Nope. I would rather get him a fucking tarantula or a turtle before I get him any lizard, any shit that can outrun me. Okay? Rather get him a tarantula, get him a turtle or something. You know what I mean? I'm like, yo, you got a dog. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. So now he all sad because he all in on this reptile shit. Like, nah, yo, we ain't doing that. Not in this house, yo. Not in this house. No. Okay? So, that's my week. How about you? That's my week. How about you? Oh my gosh, y'all. Let's start off. Let's just get this shit out the way now. We're gonna talk about the CEO shooting. The CEO shooting. I don't buy the whole disgruntled policyholder bullshit. I don't buy that. There's a lot of stuff. We went over this on my stream yesterday. He's under investigation and some more shit, and he's supposed to like testify and some other shit. Like, it could have been a fucking hit made to look like a disgruntled policyholder. You know what I mean? I don't buy, and I said this in HJ's chat earlier today, I don't buy the John Q shit. I don't buy the John Q shit, yo. You know what I mean? I don't buy that John Q shit. So, but like I was telling HJ, I'm gonna show you guys, because a lot of y'all wasn't in the chat yesterday. I'm gonna show you the gun. I'm gonna show you the gun that this gentleman possibly used. We'll say possibly. We'll say that's that song I was listening to. Let's see. Where's that shit at? See if I can't find it real fast, because my son, there we go. So I want you to pay attention to this, right? I would show it on YouTube, the shooting, but I'm pretty sure YouTube will snatch that shit down and demonetize me and some more shit or whatever else they're going to do to me. I don't know what else YouTube can do to me, to be honest with you. I don't know what else YouTube can do to me. At this point in time, they done demonetize me. Every time I go live, this shit just don't, they give me the yellow light. You know what I mean? That's why I always tell you, this shit is brought to you by viewers like you. So, anyway, if you notice in the video, every time he shoots, it looks like he's racking the slide like it's jamming, right? It looks like he's racking the slide like it's jamming. This is the thing. He's not clearing the jam. He's not racking the slide because there's not enough ass behind the bullet to cycle the gun. That's not the case. It's intentional. So, it's one of three things, okay? When he's shooting the gun, he's putting his thumb behind the slide, pulling the trigger, causing the gun not to go into battery, like a pump action, I guess you would say, or bolt action. Forcing all of the back pressure to go through the silencer, which makes the gun a lot more silent, okay? 2, he has what's called a well rod. Well rod is basically a bolt action fucking handgun. You pull the trigger, you turn the mechanism on the back of the gun and chamber another round, pull the trigger. But it looks like he has like a Glock 17 or something like that in his hand, or a Glock 19. So this makes me feel like this is option 3. There's a company called Hush Puppy out here. They make something called a slot lock device. Okay, I'm gonna show you the demo to this. It's a suppressor, not a silencer. I'm sorry, Michael Rice, for not getting the terminology together. I apologize, sir. I apologize. Holy shit. All right, look. Check this out.
Gonna do a little bit of demonstration. First, I'm gonna shoot a Glock 19 Gen 5 that has our SLD switch installed. I'm gonna fire 1 round unsuppressed. We're gonna use our Hush Puppy 158 grain load specifically designed for this system, and then we'll throw the suppressor on and fire suppressed and with the switch. So first shot unsuppressed. All right, so now we have the Hush Puppy Project Model 2 suppressor installed on the gun. 2 shots. First one, suppress with slide cycling. Second shot, I'm gonna engage the SLD switch with no slide cycle so you guys can hear the difference.
Y'all hear that shit?
No hearing protection.
Y'all hear that
required.
shit?
Slide is with no slide cycle so you guys can hear
Listen to the first one with the slide cycling. All right, get a slight crack. Now listen to it not cycling. That shit is movie quiet.
Hearing protection.
That shit is movie quiet. That shit is movie quiet.
That no hearing protection required. Slide is completely locked, no cycling sound at all, and we're retaining the brass. There you go. Hush Puppy Project. Go check it out.
That's what I'm willing to bet he used. Just a fucking hiss. That is right. Just a hiss. I'm confident that's probably what he's using. You feel me? So like I said, and I explained this yesterday, right? You got your suppressor on your gun, and you take a shot, right? It's still gonna be loud, right? Because suppressors don't make it sound. Essentially, it doesn't make it sound like it sounds in the movies. It's still it's hearing safe. All right, takes it from a fucking bomb to a jackhammer, right? Unless you got like a 22 or something like that. That shit is just fucking quiet. Or a 300 blackout with subsonic. The shit is movie quiet too. But if you watch the video, he's pulling the trigger, firing a shot, racking the gun. Pulling the trigger, firing a shot, racking the gun. The only time it seems to be a malfunction is when he racked the gun and the casing didn't eject. And that was for a split second. So I don't even really call that a malfunction. Right? But without the gun cycling, right? Without the slide cycling or reciprocating, you don't get the back pressure coming out the back of the barrel, giving you more of an audible noise. Because the slide is locked shut, all of that back pressure, all of that pressure has to go through the silencer, and you get a fucking hiss. That shit is fucking genius. I want one. Apparently the gun's $1,000. I mean, I guess it's I thought I was hoping they would just sell the locking device. Like, can I buy that piece? You know what I mean? But apparently that's not the case. You gotta buy the gun. You gotta buy the whole situation. That's the NFA gun, essentially, because you gotta get the gun with the suppressor. All right. But I'm willing to bet that's what he used. If that's what he used that or a well rod to get this shit done, he was fucking hired. Okay? Some disgruntled like I said, policy holder, they not coming with that type of fire gun. They're not coming with that type of gun. They're gonna come with a regular ass Glock or something that's just gonna make some fucking noise. Maybe they got a suppressor on it, maybe they don't. I don't know. But they're not coming with some shit like that that's made. That's made for assassinations, I guess you would say, or hit jobs. That's the only thing honestly, or shooting a fucking varmint. That's the only reason that gun exists right there that you guys see on the screen. Is to take motherfuckers out quietly. Right? Now, was he a professional? Was he Treadstone working on behalf of the government? I don't think so. I don't think he was that much of a professional, but he looked like he did the shit before. You know what I mean? Y'all get what I'm saying? Like, was he like a tier 1 fucking operator? I don't give him tier 1 operator. Was he like some Venezuelan fucking gang member who they pay to hit people? Maybe. So we're gonna look at the picture of this nigga, right? We're gonna look at the picture of this dude. Give me 1 second. Like I said, if you're new, hit the like, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification icon. I don't even know if you guys hit the notification. They don't tell you guys anyway when I go live. Do YouTube be telling y'all when I go live? You know what I mean? Do YouTube actually be telling y'all when I go live? I want to know. Let me see. Let me find this. Let me find this guy. I posted it earlier, right? Here we go. All right, here we go. All right. You sent me the 2 pictures, Miss Wild Wolf. That's what I appreciate it. Thank you. I'll go check for that in a second. So, this is the picture that Crime Stoppers put out there. All right, this is the picture that all the news outlets are running with. Crime Stoppers put this shit out there, right? This nigga look real Assassin's Creed-ish. You feel me? Now, if you look at him, he not like the average white man, right? He not just some white American man. He looked like he might be, I don't know, what nationality would you give him, guys? Right? He not Caucasian. He's at first I was saying maybe he was south of the border. You know what I mean? What's up, Jabari? Yeah, they called him a light-skinned male, and I was like, that nigga white. Michael Wright says he looks Russian. That's a possibility, Mike. He could be Russian. I was saying more maybe Iranian, right? But he could also got a hint of, like, I don't know, south of the border. I don't know, but he's not an American. I don't think so. 2, I don't know when this picture was took, because if you watch the video and you see the still shots they put out first, the coat does not match the coat that he had on. The book bag does not match the book bag that he had on. Now, I don't know. Maybe he changed his clothes, right? Because there's a possibility that he changed his clothes, right? He had a big ass backpack on. Maybe that backpack had that coat in there and a spare backpack. I don't know if that backpack was big enough to pack another coat in the backpack, but maybe it did. Maybe he rode into Central Park and he had a change of clothes in Central Park, because what happened was he took dude out, he ran down an alley, jumped on an e-bike, and disappeared into the park. Right? Disappears into the park. And they lost sight of him from there. That's why I wolf on it. Coat doesn't match, wrong color, and they said they got these pics 2 days before the assassination. Okay. The black mask does match. You are correct. The black mask does match, but I have a bunch of black gators. You know what I mean? I got quite a few black gators. Now, I'm not saying it's not him, but I don't know, because it's the jury still out on whether the pictures they were releasing about the wannabe assassin for Donald Trump in Butler, PA, they don't look the same. Like, you got pictures that look like one person, and then the picture they showed of the fucking body was not the person that they showed sitting on the brick wall. You know, I don't know. I'm not saying they throwing interference, but who knows? But this is what I will say. I don't buy the John Q shit. I don't think this is a disgruntled policyholder. That was my theory. That was one of my theories. I had 3 theories, right? Either the wife wanted to collect the insurance money, ironically, right? And she had her husband off. 2, somebody was upset because a loved one probably didn't get the care they needed because it wasn't covered, or they denied a claim, or he was into some shit and he got popped because maybe he was a loose end, or he was ready to do he's ready to tell or something, right? I'm leaning more toward that he was in some shit and he got popped for it. Now, the wife said that he was receiving death threats. We don't know what type of death threats he was receiving, but he didn't have any fucking he had no bodyguards. You ain't no bodyguard. You receiving death threats. You're a CEO of a company. You getting that bread. You don't get bodyguards. Well, they said he had bodyguards, but the bodyguards weren't with you at that point in time. Like, where were your bodyguards? That's the whole point of you having bodyguards. They're supposed to be with you when you on the street or when you on the move. Where were they? It ain't no good to be like, oh yeah, he had bodyguards. They just wasn't there right then and there. They all need to be fired. You know what I mean? Bodyguards can't protect your life all the time, but when you moving from between the hours of like 6:30 and 6:30, I'm sure they can, you know, it would have been a barrier. You know, he'd still be here, I believe, if his bodyguards were with him. He canceled him. That's wild. That's wild. Wolf says, what I don't get is the cameras being too perfect for the shots fired, but didn't see the bullets hit him. And there was a man in black right to the right against the wall. That was a lady. That was a lady to the right with the Starbucks cup. Yeah. I don't know. I guess we'll find out more, but this might get swept under the rug, guys. I think this is a hit. I think this person, if this is the person right here we're looking at, he's in the wind. He's in the wind. If they didn't find him yesterday, he is not here. They released these pictures this morning or something like that. I don't think he's still in country. I don't think he was from this country in the first place, but he's not in country no more. He's out of there. He's in the wind. I don't think they catch him. You know? Yeah, there is no perfect scenario. There is no perfect scenario. It could very well be, you know what? Keep it simple, stupid. You know what I mean? It could very well be, you know, Occam's razor. The best answer is, or the best answer is the most simplest answer. Maybe his mama or his daughter didn't get some cancer treatment, that it was denied or something, and he was upset. That could very well be just it. But I don't think we're gonna find out. That guy's gone. I feel like that was a message. And that's that. Now, are we going to see other CEOs of these health insurance companies or these care companies go by the wayside? Nah, I don't think so. I think they saw this and they all got security as well. That's what I think. Especially now that you see on the internet people calling for for more vigilante justice, I guess we'll say. All right, even in my fucking my post. Even in my post. Let me see. What? Where's my? Yeah, I'm gonna show it. They must have got rid of the. They got rid of it. Oh, there we go. They must have got rid of the replies because they're not there. They must have got rid of them. But you had people talking about take his picture down and he's a hero and all this other shit. And I'm like, these is motherfuckers that wouldn't bust a grape in a fruit fight. They ain't got the balls or the courage to do what this guy did. But they want to see the system burn. They ain't willing to do it themselves. Now, I don't know what this CEO did. I don't know what he was involved in. All I know is he got a wife and 2 kids that don't have a father or a husband anymore. You know what I mean? But it's interesting to me that, you know, this shit happened. This is some fucking made for TV movie shit, yo. This is some made for TV movie shit right here. You wouldn't believe how many CEOs and billionaires walk around NYC with no security. The only one I've met with security was Mike Bloomberg. Well, but he's Mike Bloomberg. You know what I mean? Like, appreciate the $5 though, Jabari. Thank you, sir. But he's Mike Bloomberg. You know what I mean? He's famous. Like, people know what he looked like. You know, I could see a bunch of unassuming billionaires just strolling around that nobody really know. You know what I mean? I would assume he's one of them. The fact that this shooter knew where he was going to be, knew the itinerary and all that shit, They tell me that this wasn't some random act. This was a targeted hit, and I think it was to shut him up about something. I could be wrong though. You know, like Unc said, I like to lean toward the Treadstone stuff. But if it don't smell right to me, or that dog don't hunt, then I won't run with that theory. I'll tell you. But I don't know. This one seemed a little different. What's up, P-Dog Night in the building? Nice to join you nightly during UPS peak season. That's right. You man, I know y'all busy, P-Dog. I know y'all busy. That's why you're not asleep. Holiday cash grind. I hear that, man. I hear that. I appreciate you. I appreciate you stopping through. Hey, y'all, if y'all not subscribed to my man P-Dog Night, y'all got to subscribe to P-Dog Night. He got a great morning show, man. A fantastic morning show. Anyway. But yeah. We'll find out some more shit or we don't. You know what I mean? I don't know what's going to happen. I do not know what's going to happen. But this shit is just interesting to me. The way the way the week has just been going, I feel like I'm in a movie. Anybody else feel this way? I feel like I'm in a movie. Like, I feel like I'm in a movie. I feel like I'm the detective that gotta figure this out. I'm just saying, it's just interesting, yo. It's very interesting right now the way things is going. It almost don't feel like this reality is real. It almost feel like this reality is not real. That's the crazy part. That's the wild part. So, man. Now we got Donnie T, right? Donnie T and Putin. They trying to bring an end to this stuff. They trying to prevent a world war. They're trying to prevent a world war. They're in talks, you know, and I guess, you know, Donnie T must be talking the man from Moscow down, but the powers that be don't like it. All this shit by design, y'all. And Donnie T coming to throw a wrench in the gears. They don't like it. They need this war to happen. We're a war economy. We're a war economy. You understand it, right? The military industrial complex. But we're a war economy and a debt economy. If you owe me 1,000, I'm worth 1,000. Right? So if Ukraine owes us 60 billion, we're worth 60 billion. You know what I mean? So that's what I mean by like a war economy. War gives us a chance to sell more weapons and this and that and facilitate this and that. And they need another forever war. Their forever war got ended. They need a new one. So either it's going to be Israel and Hamas, or it's going to be Ukraine and Russia. But Putin ready to end this shit now. Either he going to scorch earth or we going to end off with some kind of treaty. Now the funny thing I found funny is that all the news people saying Ukraine won't be able to retake Crimea. I'm like, it was never theirs. Crimea was never theirs. The Russian Navy is stationed in Crimea. So when was Crimea the Ukraine's? Not to mention, was it 2014? Correct me if I'm wrong. 2014, they had a vote, or an election, or whatever it was, and the people in Crimea is like, nah, we ethnic Russians, and we Russian, and we want to be Russian. That's why Russia kept Russia. Before 2014, the Ukraine had a leader that was, I guess, an ethnic Russian, and and Ukraine and Russia was hand in hand until 2014, and then, you know, we installed our puppet, and people ain't want no parts of it in the was it the Eastern Bloc of the Ukraine? That's why it was so easy for Russia to take the Eastern Bloc. They just basically walked outside like, yo, we with you. The Ukraine used to be a part of Russia. It used to be called Belarus, right? It used to be called Belarus, am I wrong? You know? But yeah, like, they can't retake back Crimea. It was never theirs. Not to mention a lot of those people in the Eastern Bloc, they're ethnic Russians and they want to be a part of Russia. It seems like the Ukraine is fighting a losing war to me. And they're just in the death throes. Forced conscription, they got old ass men on the front line because they running out of people to put on the front line. Which is wild to me. Oh my goodness gracious. What's up? No reply in the building. Zelensky spoke Russian his whole life. He barely learned Ukrainian 10 years ago. Look it up. Yeah, Ukraine was USSR up until 1991. Yeah, and they still kept a good rapport with Russia until 2014. Right, exactly. You know what I mean? See something. Oh, where's it at? Adam says lizard people are running wild on Earth. That is funny. You know what I mean? This is one big, it's just, man. Hopefully they can find peace. Hopefully Donnie T can talk some sense into Zelensky and get him on board, and they come to some kind of a solution. Because I'm not trying to be out this bitch living off rations. You know what I mean? Putin already showed us they got a missile that we cannot stop. They got some ordnance we can't stop. And if they put a nuclear warhead on that shit, when they put a nuclear warhead on it, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. When Zelensky was in the music video. Yeah, let's not forget that Zelensky's an actor. He played the president on TV in the Ukraine. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. What's up, Rudy? Yes, I mean I can see you now. What you say? Oh, you want to call in? Go ahead. You know the number, yo. Make sure, hold on. Give me a second, Ruby, though. Make sure I got the, what's the name? God damn it. This new update on Apple is a pain in the ass. It's just it's a whole pain in the ass. Right, there you go. Hold up. What's up, bro?
What up, Ken? What up, Ken? Can you hear me?
Yep, I got you loud and clear, bro.
Oh, YouTube's been fucking with my... Man, I said something real slick the other day on the morning thing, man. And last night, dude, I was throwing out one-liners, man. I don't think none of them was coming through, man.
YouTube been on that BS show. It's like first it was letting shit fly.
Yeah, but I got real spicy. I got real spicy on the drive the other day, man. My last chat, I got real spicy, man. I think I went a little too far for him, dude.
Oh, shit.
Motherfucking, you think that dude's in the wind, bro?
I think he in the wind,
the shooter's in the wind?
I think he in the wind.
I think he's in the wind, too. And then you got to look at it like this, man. Do you remember when Eric Rudolph was blowing up the abortion clinic?
You vaguely, yeah.
Do you remember that Yeah, remember how that motherfucker was the people up and he hid in between West Virginia, North Carolina, and Virginia for like 5 years. He was on the lam and motherfuckers who had his ideology was hiding him out. So even if he's not in the wind,
somebody done gave him some refuge.
Yeah, the way the lefties went crazy on the internet today, man, I'm pretty sure that dude's got free reign or refuge, man.
It's a possibility.
Did you see that Taylor Lorenz post a picture of the CEO
she
of
doxed the shit out of she doxed the girl from Blue Cross and Blue, then took that shit down.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Yeah, they losing their
Then
shit.
you gotta remember. Then you gotta remember about the Ukraine, man. Like, is that Kiev is the beginning of the Rus Empire. That's where it started. Like Russia. Nikita Khrushchev was from the Ukraine, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everybody knows who Nikita Khrushchev is. And remember it, Crimea was the Ukraine. It was part of the Ukraine. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But like you said, the Russian port of Sevastopol, where the Russian warm water navy was,
Yeah.
it was in Crimea. And then when, old Barry Soetoro and his posse, Victoria Nuland, which was one of Clinton's hench bitches,
Yeah.
started talking that NATO shit, they annexed Crimea.
Right. That's when they
And
had
then
the
right
vote,
after
right?
no, the vote was in the Donbass. The vote was after the coup.
Okay, so the vote was in Donbass. It wasn't Crimea with the vote.
Yeah, the vote was in the they annexed Crimea earlier in the year because all that NATO talk started creeping in. So the Russians just moved their fucking army into Crimea and took that shit. And we're like, yeah, you're not having this. And then when the coup actually happened and they got old boy up out the paint, that's when the Donbass had their fucking thing. And we're like, nah, man, we're not going along because, dude, the U.S. puppet that got installed, the first thing he did was ban the Russian language in Ukraine. And then once he did that, the Donbass was like, hell no, and they had their referendum.
Right.
But, that shit is like
Russian. Right.
Right. So the Ukraine is kind of like what you say about Isaac and Ishmael over there in Israel. Man.
Oh, yeah.
It's the same thing, man.
It's sister shit.
It's cousins.
Cousins.
It's cousins. It's cousins beefing, man. It's cousins beefing, man.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is, you're talking about a debt economy. Did you see, like 2 weeks ago, man? They already absolved the Ukraine of having to pay like 10.
Yeah.
One of them rounds of funding was a loan.
Wasn't like 60? They absolved it from like 60 billion.
Yeah. Like one of them payments that got held up by the recused held it up. And then they changed it from military aid to a loan. And then old Joey Nicholslick said about 2 weeks ago, yeah, they're going to absolve them of that loan, man. Because basically what's left of the Ukraine, what's left of the Ukraine's already been bought up by BlackRock, State Street, and Vanguard, though.
That's a fact.
Monsanto, like that whole country's been fucking divvied up and forwarded up, dude.
And I bet the big guy getting 10% of that.
Big guy getting 10%, man. Now that big guy talking about, I'm going to give out pardons for Fauci and Liz Cheney and Adam Schiff for all the corruption that they did. Like, if they didn't commit any crimes, why do they got to get preemptive pardons, man?
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that. That one. We about to jump into that one. That one interests me. That one interests me a lot. I woke up.
Yeah, I didn't mean to get ahead of the game, Cannon, man. I got a little too spicy in the chat the other day. Once I get stopped and I drop this call off, man, I'll switch over to Kick.
Yeah.
Because I had some great one-liners. Because you were talking about them aliens last night, and you're like, oh, hold on, y'all, I'll be right back. I said, Cannon just got abducted, y'all. And nobody's seen it, man. And that was a good one-liner, dude, because you were talking all that alien shit, and then you disappeared off the screen and said, hold on, y'all.
Oh.
Cannon got abducted. I ain't getting one laugh, one nothing, man. I was like, man, these motherfuckers are wiping me out of the chat, man.
Yeah, they've been sitting here monitoring and secretly moderating my shit. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, because but my last chat the other day, man, Emily got me fired up talking about that. Turn off your federal withholding. Now I said something really, really fucking spicy, man. And then I'm paying the repercussions of it, man. But look, man, it's good to hear your voice, man. Everybody keep your head on swivel, Hotep and build, man. Remember, man. Yeah, and Ukraine is all really Russian, man. It's all really Russian.
That's 100%.
And I'm out, brother. I'm going to fall back and keep listening. Now, I'm going to be chatting. Hopefully it'll let them through, man.
Yeah, I hope so. Let them through. Tripping out because I don't have any restrictions on it. It's YouTube doing YouTube.
Hey, I meant to dig in. Now that Gen 5 Glock, you can't, that's not a system you can buy like a tack trigger or something, huh? You got to buy that whole Glock. Like they're basically them hush puppies are putting out the Glocks.
Yeah, that's what it seems. That's what it looks like to me. It's the Glock, and then it's just a simple slide lock, but they selling them for a stack. Like I think it was like $1,088. It was when we looked it up last night. So cause I was like, damn, if I could just buy the piece, that'd be fantastic. You know what I mean? That'd be cool to have.
Because that 158 grain, that's a subsonic round anyway. That thing's not moving. That thing's not coming out of there.
That's a heavy ass bullet.
Yeah, with that round, and that fucking that suppressor in that system, man, that thing was freaky last night.
Yeah.
But I just wonder if you put like a lower grain in there, would you be able to keep firing it suppressed? You know what I'm saying? Like,
I think I don't
have a 17 round mag and let it rock. You know what I mean?
Now, when I had the opportunity to shoot a suppressed Glock, it was shooting 147 grain, and it was no problem.
So it was rocking though, so you could put all 17 through it. It was just
it was cycling, no issue.
But it wasn't as quiet as that shit last night.
No, it wasn't as quiet as that shit. No, not at all. It was quiet. It was hearing safe, but it wasn't as quiet as that hush puppy at all. That hush puppy is like, I know that hush puppy is quieter than the 22 suppressed.
If I'm going to the range, right, and I'm going to be there for a while, I'll bring ear protection. But I try to make it a point to dump one magazine out of one of my firearms every week. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I do that with no ear protection because, God forbid, something pops off, man, I'm not going to run for the ear protection first. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I always want to be used to that fucking extremely loud fucking banging in my ears. But if I'm going to go sit at a range for an hour or two, I'm 100%. But I'll at least put 30 rounds out with no ear protection once a week, man. So
you better than me.
That's just me, big homie. That's just.
If I say you better than me, I was like, Or I put in my AirPods at the least. AirPods do pretty good at if you turn the noise cancellation.
Yeah, they're not bad.
Good job.
They're not bad.
Yeah.
All right, then, big homie. I'm about to drop this car, man. I give you a shout, brother.
All right, bro. Hotep and Bill.
Hotep and Bill.
There we go. I mean, Rudy on the check-in. Excuse me. There we go. Let's see. Swimmer weapon system, guerrilla and covert warfare 9mm pistol and suppressor kit, Mark 23 Mod 0 and accessory kit Mark 26. You was in the military, no reply? Yeah, Jabbar, you want? Matter of fact, yeah, let's do a call and show today. I'm about to get y'all the number. I gotta remember my damn number. Shit, what's the? Hold up. Shit, I don't remember my damn Google Voice number. Okay, yeah, that's right. It is right. Here we go. Call on in. That's the number right there at the bottom. Let's go ahead and do it. Other stuff? All right. Say less. Say less. I got you. Oh, man. But yeah, it's very interesting, guys. You know, I love talking guns. I love it. I got me a nice ass shotgun. Well, I hope it's a nice shotgun. So Palmetto State had some deals on some bullpup shotguns, and for $200 you can't beat it. So I'm like, let me just try it out. For $200 I bought it. I'm still waiting on it. Once it get here, I'm gonna take it to the range. I'm gonna run the shit out of it. If it runs flawless and don't have no issues, I'll keep it in the safe. If it give me issues, right after, I know it's gotta have a break-in period, but after the break-in period, if it still give me issues, I'm getting rid of it. I'll get rid of it. $200, you know what I mean? It's not bad. It's not bad. I wish it was the A12. I wish it was the A12, man. The A12 would be dope. Oh my gosh, yo. Yeah, yo. PSA for the win. PSA for the win, yo. I'm loving it. Yeah, the A12 is dope. It's dope. Who was the dude on YouTube that used to always shoot the A12, the full auto A12? Who was his name? What was his name? It was like some Russian dude, wasn't it? I can't remember your name. Was that what it was? Spaz? Is that him? Spaz 12? Is that the dude? Yeah, thank you. FPS Russia, that was his name. Yeah, that's right. He used to shoot the A12. That shit was fire. All right, then we saw the A12 and the Expendables. That shit was dope. Yo,
what up, Cannon?
what's the deal?
Good,
What's the deal?
Man, I'm just chilling. I'm at work and shit. About to leave out here in a little bit on a cold ass Thursday out here. I'm like, let me get you up. I ain't talk on these podcasts in a minute. You know what I'm saying? How's your Thanksgiving? Let's get that out the way. How's your Thanksgiving? How's the family? Everybody going?
Everybody doing good. Thanksgiving was good. Like I said earlier today, the dog ate the whole fucking practice turkey. Thank God it was the practice turkey. And his asshole is all stuffed up. I gotta give him medicine and shit now. But fried turkey came out fantastic. Had about 25 people at the house, and then 25 more people came back the next day to eat up the rest of the leftovers. It was a good weekend.
That's what's up. So I guess I gotta get my little. Yeah. We were definitely busy over here. We've definitely had big Thanksgiving as always. It was cool. But let me get my little goofy take off about this United Health guy. You know what I'm saying? Basically, I think the whole pharmaceutical industry is probably going to go towards a consolidation. And especially with RFK coming in, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
His ideas, his thoughts, they probably all know either the money train is going to stop or slow up, or they got to switch up. Okay. So I think what the pharmaceutical companies going to do is that what the food companies did. Food companies, when you start getting pressure about the ingredients, what they did, they all start selling organic, all natural. I think the pharmaceutical companies are going to do the same thing when RFK got in. And that guy who's probably the CEO, he either knew too much or he wasn't down with the plan.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because it was a meeting. It was all them. He lived in Minnesota. He was out here for an investors meeting.
Right.
They probably had a little talk with him that morning, earlier, before, and he was probably like, nah, I don't want to do that. And it was like, oh, bet, cool. And then they said the shooter. So that's my little tinfoil koofy take on that whole thing going on. But it was definitely a hit.
Yeah, I'm right.
If it wasn't his own. Yeah, if it wasn't his own industry, it was the C, the I, the O, you know what I mean? Or the Massadis, or them, or some other agency, but definitely a hit.
Yeah, definitely a hit. Definitely a hit. And I don't think we're gonna find out anything about it. I think he in the
Nah. Just like the Cash App CEO. No, people forgot about that.
Yeah, people did forget about that.
That was another CEO they just murked.
Yeah.
Nothing to see here.
Yep, exactly. Nothing to see here.
And then they had the other dude held up, right? My man in Paris, the other CEO. What company was that? Not money. What's the Cash App competitor?
Payway.
PayPal. No, it was a PayPal CEO. I think he was held up in France or something. You know what I mean? They check their own.
That's crazy.
They check their own. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's what I feel about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, healthcare is a part of Big Pharma. Big Pharma, some gangsters.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, straight up.
Yeah, we ain't never gonna find out. That nigga gonna go the way of the Boeing dudes. So, you know.
Right, exactly. Yeah, people forgot about that too.
Yeah, it's another time, you know what I mean? So yeah. I think Kurt Schoon said it best. When you go up in different levels, you encounter different devils.
Bruh.
So if I was ever that rich, I'll just keep my low profile and never try to be famous.
Yep.
And I'm in one of them meetings. Yeah.
Boy.
Okay, boss.
Right, exactly. His blood in, blood out.
Too many to hold a pale horse to know how they get.
Yeah, his blood in, blood out.
You know what I mean? Like, imagine you a multi-billionaire and you get invited to. You know what I mean? You got your child. You got all these people who you don't. You Like, kiss my black? Nah, dog. Y'all got it.
Oh, goodness gracious.
For real. But let me get back to work, man. Just good checking in with y'all. I was like, let me call in. I ain't called in a long ass time. So
I appreciate it, bro.
Hotep and Bill.
Hotep and Bill, bro.
Everybody hold it down.
Straight up.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give y'all one good really financial advice when it comes to this crypto stuff, because I know everybody talk about crypto all day. This is one I believe in. It's the only one. When this is a I've been told you moment. There's one called Neo. It's a Chinese joint. What they use is basically their version of Ethereum. It's used like 9% of blockchains in China.
Okay.
I'm thinking that one's gonna hit it the best. Everybody talking about XRP, but nah, Neo. That's the one. And that's it.
There
all right, y'all. I'll talk to y'all later.
Hotep and Bill, bro.
All right.
Cannon, Hotep, who am I speaking to?
Scotty.
Yo, what's up?
What's good, bro?
Not much, can't call it. How about you?
Oh, shit. Oh, I'm good. Yo, I'm watching the video and then I'm hearing you. It's just like you're lagging. My bad, bro. It's Scotty, bro. Scotty, kick in.
What's going on, yo? Yeah, I met you at the Grifties. What's the deal, yo?
Yeah, what's good, man? Like, it's my first time calling, bro. It's my first time, and I wanted to give you a shout out. You've been doing your thing, bro. I appreciate you, for real.
No, I appreciate it.
I've been trying to call, but the guy before me was asking the question that I had posted in the super chat, and I just felt some kind of way, like I paid for this shit, you know what I mean? So I wanted you to answer my question, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I paid my money. I wanted you to answer my question about, because I live in New York, so I wanted to know, like, what's your thought on this thing, like, with the hitman stuff?
I see it right here. My bad. I didn't even see that. Appreciate you, bro. I'll give you the Don DeMarco for that.
It's all good, because you get distracted by these people, man. They need to pay up. You know what I mean? They need to like and subscribe. All right?
Yeah.
You've been doing your thing. You up late. I'm up late with you. And they need to subscribe, bro. I'm not trying to sound like a fanboy, but I paid for my question. And it needs to be answered.
Yeah, you got it. So, like I was saying, yo, I don't buy, like I said on HJ in the thing, I don't buy that John Q bullshit. I don't buy the fact that he was some disgruntled policy holder who had enough and had a falling down moment and went and murked this CEO. I think this was a straight up hit.
Yeah.
You know, the gun that he used he wasn't jamming.
That's right.
You know what I mean? He was using essentially what I would call it a bolt action handgun. Essentially, you know, we showed a video of the hush
That's
puppy.
why I wanted you to answer the question, because you know about the gun. Because I don't know, like they were saying he used a suppressor, some type of like 9mm or some Glock or something.
Yeah, he had.
But nobody knows.
So the video. It's called a hush puppy, right? And shout out to No Reply, because he put us on game with that yesterday. I never heard of this gun, and it's a Glock 19 with a slide lock. So it's genius, because if you got a suppressor on the front of your gun and you got the slide lock, all of that gas has to go through the suppressor, which makes the gun super fucking quiet, instead of having some of that sound escape.
Oh shit!
Some of that sound escape through the ejection port. So that's what he was doing. So either it was that hush puppy, or it was called a well rod. It was one of them two guns, but I don't think he was using a well rod.
No cap, I've never heard of hush puppy before.
Yeah, so like if you go back to when the show first started, we played the video. We played the video yesterday too, but we played the video this again tonight, where the dude shot it. He shot it without the slide lock, and it was quiet. But then when he shot it with the slide lock, that shit was like tss, tss. That's what it sounded like. Like literally sounded like an air gun. So
wow,
if he using stuff like that, not to mention he knew where the guy was going to be, what time I don't know if he knew what time he was coming out of his room, but he knew where the guy was going to be, where he get that information from. You know what I mean? Especially if you're getting theft threats and you got security. Exactly. So it means that somebody at his company either leaked the information or something happened.
And he had a bike available too.
Yeah, and they can't trace who rented the bike out, which tells me that he must have jailbroke the bike or something, or somebody did it for him. It was a hit. He's gone. He's in the wind.
Because I live in New York, bro. I live in New York, bro. Trust me. To get the city bike, you got to use a debit card or some sort. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if they can't trade that through the debit card, I mean, even with the debit card, you can use virtual cards or whatever. like a ghost card. It's easy. You could do that. So that could be the case. But I feel like as though like because this thing is so hot, I feel like the power that be or whoever didn't know this was gonna happen, and they're gonna try to blame it as like because I'm already seeing on the news like, oh, this guy was like an asshole. He didn't want to give like benefits to like the people that really needed it, so on and so forth. He was already under investigation by the DOJ. They're already spinning it like to the point like it's gonna be like a civilian that got fed up with like the health medical industry, especially with him, like some John Q type shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then like took him out. Like they're already spinning like that. So I wanted to hear your opinion, but you said it because it just feels too dark, like too hitmanish. You know what I mean?
Right. It does.
It was just like you telling me like, yeah, I don't know, bro. It's just too fishy.
Yeah.
They're already spinning it like it's gonna be like somebody that's like off the rip,
right?
That don't like him,
right?
And stuff like that. But yeah.
Yeah, and that's how I'm looking. Like Michael Rice says, a masked gunman who stalked and killed the head of one of the largest U.S. health insurers had the words "deny, defend, and depose" emblazoned on the ammunition, echoing the phrase used by the industry. Right, like that's the perfect cover right there. Right, like that's the type of like breadcrumbs you would leave to misdirect. So. It's interesting to me. It's very interesting. He got to be gone. There ain't no way he's still in country. If he's still in country and they catch him,
you know who this reminds me of, Cannon? What's that guy name? The guy that leaked the Hillary Clinton thing.
Oh, Seth Rich.
He was supposedly
Seth Rich.
Yeah. It reminds me so much of that, bro. For some odd reason, like. It seems very similar.
I never thought about that parallel. Thought about that parallel. Now, as far as the shooter,
bro, if you really look at it, it's so close.
Now, as far as the shooter's concerned, right? Remember, I forgot what was it? Indiana guys. Remember the shooting in Indiana, and they were looking for the guy that was on a manhunt, and they found his ass dead in the hills with like 2 gunshot wounds.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Matter of fact, I got a short. Let me look real quick.
What did he do?
He I think he pulled off like a mass shooting in like Indiana. I think it was Indiana. I feel like it was Indiana. Let me see something real quick.
Bro, you be too deep in the rabbit hole, cuz. And I don't know, bro.
It was a big story. I think that was this year, wasn't it? Here, go right here.
You don't find that suspicious?
Let me go ahead and push this here.
You don't find that suspicious?
So, yeah. As in Maine. Maine mass shooter Robert Card is found dead in the woods with a self-inflicted gunshot wound to the head. So he committed a shooting. He got he went into the hills, and when the police found him, he was dead already. And
but what did he do?
You don't find that suspicious?
It was the
you don't find that
he shot. He killed people. It was a mass shooting, and he ran. But
bro, no cap. I've never heard about that.
Yeah,
never.
This was this year, like earlier this year. And then there was I'm showing on the screen. This was from the Daily Mail. It was like he had 2 gunshot wounds to his head. So, like I said, I feel like if they do find this
Gary
guy,
Weber, I think.
Yeah, I think if they do find this guy, yeah, Mike Rice said 2023. Okay, 2023. That's when it happened. Got you. Appreciate you, yo. But yeah. So I'm like, if they find this dude, he's gonna be dead. If they find him, they're gonna find a body.
I don't think they're gonna find him, bro.
If not, he gone.
This just look like the way he was dressed, the way he was dressed. And then I'm telling you, like, if you have a bike, I mean, the city bike, you could trace him because they're already showing video of a quote unquote a guy that could trace city bikes and stuff. You know, that's very convenient, right? That just show up, right? A guy that could just trace the city bikes, data. Like, if you just let go of that bike and then switch up to the new clothes, because I'm pretty sure that's what the backpack was for. And then he has a hoodie and then a baggy pants. You could just switch out of that.
Yeah, you can switch out.
But New York has so many cameras.
That's why he ran into Central
New York
Park,
has
which
so many
was smart.
cameras, but it's impossible.
That's why he ran into Central Park. They lost him in Central Park.
Fact.
They lost him in Central Park. You know what I mean?
That's fact.
So if it was me, I'm changing my clothes and with my appearance, and I'm on the first thing smoking out of town. You know what I mean? So I don't know. It's gonna be interesting. We're gonna see if this is something.
All right.
Go ahead.
All right. Yeah, no, I apologize, brother. So with all right. So this is my point here, right?
Mm.
Why a CEO of a health insurance company? Like, what's going on? Like, why him? Why not the other people? Like, what's going on? Like, they say like he was on the investigation. It reminds me of the billionaires that got like swept up into the sea. The Italian, like the Italian something like he was on the Italian sea or whatever. He got swept on the rug, and then he was on the investigation. Same thing with him. I don't know if you remember that story. The guy that was in a sailboat with his daughter, and then he got swept up by the waves, and then he was on the investigation. Blah blah blah.
I don't remember that.
Same with him. You don't remember that?
Nah.
Oh, that's cool.
I don't remember that.
But
say it again. What happened with that?
Like,
What's the
there
story?
was like a billionaire guy that was selling out. Maybe the check to help. Like he was selling out with his daughter, something, and then like a wave, he got capsized, and then he died. But later we find out that guy, you know what I mean?
It was a bunch of boats around. That was the only boat that fucking capsized.
Yeah,
I remember that story.
And then he was under investigation.
Yeah,
DOG, blah blah blah, and then he won against the Department of Defense, blah blah blah, so on and so forth.
Yeah.
You know, this seems like too similar. You know what I mean?
Right.
I feel like they're taking people out, and I don't know why.
Yeah, I don't know. Like,
but
I don't know what this guy was into.
Yeah.
I don't know what he was into. Like, I got my theories, but there was, there's speculation that he was supposed to be under investigation by the DOJ or something like that. He was supposed to testify. Then you had some people saying that he was getting ready to sell off a ton of stock from United Healthcare and jump ship or something like that. I don't know. I can't see him getting murked over selling shares and jumping ship. Now as far as testifying for something or some kind of, poor practice or whatever, that's a possibility. But I don't know.
Testifying, that's for sure.
Yeah, so I don't know.
That's for sure.
It's just
because the way he got taken out. Come on, bro. You know when I'm coming out of my fucking hotel, bro. You know when I'm waking up.
Mm-hmm.
How do you know that you're gonna be in front of my hotel, bro?
Somebody told him. Somebody put that. Somebody gave him.
Come on, bro. A regular civilian. Bro, what regular civilian know what CAO moves the way the CAO moves?
Yeah, right. Because how do you get that information? Somebody had to give you that information that he was going to be there at that point in time. You know what I mean? If he's getting death threats and the company knows he's getting death threats, they're not giving out that information. They're not disseminating that information. So
exactly, you're gonna put security around the board, like you know what I mean?
Right. So
like the guy was literally waiting in front of the hotel. The moment as soon as he came out, pop the gun, pop him a few times, and then just walk across the street, grab his bike, and then dip. Bro.
Yeah. So, anyway, I appreciate the call, yo.
Man.
So I appreciate the call.
I appreciate your input and everything, man.
All right, Hotep and Bill, bro.
Hotep and Bill, everybody. Like and subscribe. All right? Put your super chat. Don't answer my question without fucking paying, motherfuckers. All right, love y'all, man.
All right, bro. There y'all go. But yeah, I don't know. Like, as far as the shooter, it reminds me of, like I said, this shooter right here who, like, if they find him, they're going to find the body. That's what I think. So, we're going to see how that go. Anyway. So, another thing that dropped today is old Joe Nicholslick wants to give preemptive pardons out to Liz Cheney, Adam Schiff, and Dr. Fauci. Yo, this shit is crazy. So not only is he giving it to his son, he's giving a get out of jail free card to these people. Now my thing is like, okay, if you feel like you need to give a get out of jail free card to these people that you feel like they're going to be on Trump's radar or what the news says is crosshairs, right? Which rightfully so, they should be in his fucking crosshairs. What did they do wrong that you feel like you need to pardon them? What did they do wrong where you feel like you need to pardon? God, explain that to me. It's Ken and Hotep, who I'm talking to.
What is going on, Ken and Hotep? This is Rez.
What up, Rez? What's the deal?
Just chilling, man. Hey, I do gotta say, man, I love your squad, dude. They don't play, bro.
Oh yeah. Miss Wild Wolf came in during the boom, like during the election cycle.
Dude, she cut my throat, bro. Yeah, dude.
Yo, she came in.
But yeah.
Yeah, she came in scrapping, boy, and because like the last couple of weeks of the election, my channel started jumping. Like I went up 2,000 subs in like 2 weeks, and like I was getting a lot of hate, and she was in that bitch like kung fu. Wow. She was, her and Protocol and Steph Kerner was in there putting in work. They was bouncing people about the chat. So yeah, she
didn't give me a chance to fucking say nothing. She was like, "You're out, bitch." Which I respect that, man. But you just made the joke, and you know me, man. So I'm just fucking around. But she doesn't know me, so that's cool.
yeah. No, she know y'all good now. But yeah, I was like, yo, she came in at the right time. She came in there, and she was helping me fact check stuff, yo. I love it.
Awesome, dude. Awesome. Good team, bro. Good team. Miss Wild Wolf, you rock. But dude, I wanted to say one thing, man. Two things about the dude, the CEO, United Healthcare.
Okay.
Either he knew it was going to happen, or he was saying, "Fuck you, bitches, come at me." Because his walk with no security was just like he didn't care.
Yeah, he wasn't like, he didn't have his head on the swivel. He just was, But it could be that cognitive dissonance, you know what I mean? It could be that like you said, fuck it, come at me. Or it could just be like, can't nobody touch me. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It was just so awkward because, I mean, I lived here my whole life, and I walked that confident after a few beers, not just because. You know what I mean? Like, he was just like, I own this place, Right. And it's something I've been thinking about. It's like, and as you just brought up in the last subject that I interrupted you on, I'm sorry about that. But yeah, with all these other pardons going on, like, was this just a thing to be like, oh, shocker, shocker, shocker? And so we don't notice that, Fauci, Liz Cheney, they all just kind of fade away,
Yeah, I mean, it could be because I feel like there was going to be, with the Republicans having the House and the Senate, they were going to have some COVID tribunals, you know what I mean?
Yes,
their own situation, and I think that they're trying to get ahead of it. And then you also had Adam Schiff, who was one of the lead agent provocateurs when it came down to the Russia collusion hoax. They all get nervous, you know what I mean? I'm thinking because he was going to do these preemptive pardons, they went to him and asked for this. That's what I think. I don't think he just was like, you know what, and by the way, I think that Schiff and Cheney and them went to Nickel Slick and was like, yeah, we need pardons too.
Well, it's kind of like, Biden doesn't quite think ahead these days. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, just not talking shit. It's just the truth. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, for sure. They're like, wait, he's doing what? He's pardoning people now? Okay. Time to run, And honestly, if I was a big sleazebag politician, I'd be doing the same thing. Yeah. So it's just, it's a cover your own ass situation,
Yeah. Yep. Exactly. I think that's exactly what it is.
Yeah. I don't know, man. We'll see. The funny thing is, to me, is that what are they being pardoned for? That's the curious thing.
That's the curious thing. That's what right before you called, and that's what I was saying. Like, what is it that you guys are afraid of being found out about?
Don't you got to be charged with something first?
I thought that's what I thought. I thought you had to be charged with a crime. That's why, like I said that about when Hunter Biden got pardoned, like for anything future, not future, but past and any future occurrences up until anything he did from 2014 to 2024. I'm like, damn. So even if he wasn't charged for this shit yet, like you can't touch him. I'm like, wow. I didn't know that could be a thing. I thought you had to be convicted and sentenced before you can be pardoned, but I guess I'm wrong. That's a fucking get out of jail free card right there.
This poor white boy won't get that. You know what I mean? Like, if I got a pardon for what I went to jail for, they're still going to get me on other shit that I might be found out for, I don't know. you know what I'm saying? Like, That's crazy, dude. How can you just pardon somebody for random shit? Like, no, that was under the B clause. Yeah, the B clause covered that whole thing. You know, what are you talking about? Anyway.
Yeah, Teresa.
But yeah,
return.
Yeah, well, it comes down to the Fourth Amendment, I believe. Like, no search and seizure, without warrant and all that, and no quarter, and shouldn't it work the other way too? Like, you can't pardon for something that no one knows about.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I thought. But apparently, like, Congress and them, they can't overturn it. Once it's done, it's done. So
that's wild, man. It's unprecedented. Honestly, man, as far as I'm concerned, only thing I'm mad about is that he lied. Because you better believe if I'm president, I'm going to pardon my son. Like, what are you, stupid?
Yeah.
Are you fucking crazy? But anyway, sorry to cuss so much. But yeah, man, it makes the outrage is on the wrong side. It's why did this happen? And so, yeah, and you were getting into that right now. So I wanted to call in and tell you thanks again, man. And yeah, dude, keep rocking, dude.
All right, bro. Hold up and build.
Hold up and build, brother. Peace.
But yeah, so apparently it can't be overturned. It can't be overturned. So they're afraid of something. They're afraid of something. They're hiding something. They know they did something wrong. And I'm gonna tell you what they did wrong. Adam Schiff was one of the ones facilitating the Russia collusion hoax along with old Hill Dog. He was one of the main ones. Calling for Trump to be locked up on these committees, trying to get him got on all of this, not espionage, but all of this, these trumped up charges. Schiff he's a crook. He's a crook. He's a snake. He's a liar. That's why he's afraid. Liz Cheney and her sham of a committee, her sham of a J6 committee. You know what I mean? Showing all of this chopped and screwed and edited up footage. We done picked it apart a few times on this channel. But making it one-sided. You know what I mean? Not hearing any other side with the hearings. She knew what she was doing. She knew exactly what she was doing. They also went after, J6ers who they got like big time, like the book thrown at them for like loitering or trespass. Right? These are people that weren't violent. They just was in there walking around, meandering, just looking around. You know what I mean? Oh, 100%, Mike. 100%. We called that. We said that a couple of days ago. Yo, Hunter Biden is above. Like Joe Nicholslick just told us, his son is above the law. His son is above the law. That's exactly what it tells you. You know what I mean? Now, I'm not mad at the pardon. I'm not mad that he pardoned his son. Who didn't know that he was going to do that? We all knew that he was lying his ass off. It's the fact that, in my opinion, it's the fact that the left used it as the moral high ground. Right? The left used it as the moral high ground. He's not even going to pardon his son. That's how much he believes in the rule of law. Then he goes around and does it, and they try to start doing the 180. You know what I mean? But I said this, Trump, he pardoned his son, you pardon the J6ers. And hell, pardon yourself if you can pardon yourself. I don't know if a president can pardon himself, but if you can pardon yourself, pardon the J6ers. Period. And I will put my foot on anybody's neck that I could put it on. Since you came down the escalator, you've been nothing but a target. They tried to kill you. They tried to put you in jail forever, for the rest of your life. They leveled a bunch of hearsay and slander against your name. Like I said, guys, get yourself this book. Behold a Pale Horse. Get you a copy. Get you a copy. All right. What do you do when somebody got the voice of the people and their voice is too big? You assassinate their character. Destroy them in the court of public opinion. That's what they tried to do with Donnie T. But yeah, no, they be feeling my wrath. You know what? And they know it. They know it. So they're scared. You're right. Guilty conscience, right? They're afraid that they're going to go down. So they want them pardons. I don't think that he just decided to do these preemptive pardons. They asked for those pardons. I guarantee it. You know what I mean? I guarantee it. They're afraid that Donald Trump about to come for their throats, and he should. I know what he said. I know he said that his success will be his retribution, but fuck that. Fuck that. They tried to kill you, yo. Nope. Gloves is off at that point. Just saying, you know what I mean? Right. Pardons are usually issued years after or when you have proven that you were fully rehabilitated or on bogus charges. That's what it should be used for. You know what I mean? But no. But at the same time, as a son, right? I didn't expect anything. I didn't expect anything different. I knew he was lying from Jump Street. I think we all knew that. Hotep's been telling you that. You know, I'm just saying. What up, Richard Coates? Oh, he talking about the CEO. Yeah, we all. Yeah, the inside job thing. That's what I think. I don't buy the somebody's mother was sick. Oh man. But Donnie T, take them down, bro. Take their asses down. They did you dirty, bro. They did you dirty. Yeah, time will tell. Time will tell. Time will tell. Let me see. 2 months left. Raskin said they wouldn't. Yeah, we watched this video. 2 months left. Raskin said they wouldn't let him in the office in January. Do you think they are cooking something up? They've been very quiet. I don't know. I hope that's not the way. I hope that's not how it goes, yo. I really do hope that's not how it goes. You know, for him to do these pardons now, like we early in December. For him to do those pardons now make me feel like he about to exit stage left. And they, you got to have a president until the end of the term, and they put Kamala in there, and she's the 47th president, and then they deny Donald Trump through the 14th Amendment, third clause. Like, this is their plan. This is what Raskin was working out in his head. He said it. He was saying the quiet part out loud. And because the Supreme Court won't say Donnie T guilty of sedition and insurrection, they going to say that they got to do it. But see, the thing is this was done before the election. I think they thought they was going to get the House or the Senate, and they didn't get either. So I don't know how easy it'll be for him to do that. But we do also know there's a lot of rhinos, and there's some rhinos that don't like Donald Trump. All right, because let's be real, MAGA is the third party. All right, you got Democrats, Republicans, then you got the MAGA movement's the third party. You know what I mean? You got a bunch of Republicans who don't like Trump. So do they try to invoke the 14th against him, all the while putting the 25th Amendment against Joe Biden and trying to take the election that way? I don't know. I hope not. I hope that's not the case. Right? I hope that's not the case. Hopefully there is a peaceful transfer of power. And this time around, they accept the results, because in 2016, they didn't accept the results. They didn't accept the results so much that they levied a phony collusion investigation against them to try to overturn it. It's funny how the Democrats accuse you of some shit that they doing. It's funny how they'll accuse you of some stuff that they doing. Hey, Richard, I hope he gives out the pardons for the J6ers. He should. That should be his first order of business. As soon as he sits down at the desk of the Oval Office, he should have a pen in his hand, and it should be pardoning anybody that was convicted for January 6th, including himself. That's just my opinion. And then I will levy the full weight of the DOJ against anybody who was standing in my way, trying to put me in jail and prevent me from getting in office. That's how I would do it. I think Donnie T being too nice when it come to that. My success to be my retribution. That's very upstanding, Donnie T. That's very upstanding, President Trump. But they don't deserve that grace. They don't deserve that grace. You gave them that grace in 2016 when you didn't go after Hillary. You said it'd be bad for the country. They don't deserve that grace no more. The minute they sent that bullet your way, all that should have been out the window. They sent a bullet your way, then start playing victim. Nah. That's not how it worked. That is not how it worked. I know, right? What they was calling Tulsi. What was they calling Tulsi? A Russian agent. Right? They buried her, what? How many pages deep did they bury her after she put down that can of whoop ass on Nickel Slick and Kamala in that debate? She was the most Googled candidate the next day. Then the day after that, you couldn't find her on Google. Then they changed the rules so she couldn't debate again. Diabolical, guys. Diabolical. Diabolical. But I'm telling you guys, this is really interesting to me. And you got a lot of people coming around to this stuff, right? You got a lot of people coming around. So check this out, right? Stephen A. Smith and Chris Cuomo, which is ironic. I was like, yo, Chris Cuomo must be grifting. Chris Cuomo saw the writing on the wall. He got on the right side of things real quick, didn't he? Either that or he got blackpilled because of what happened to him and his brother. You know? But I digress. Check this out. Let's listen to the Stephen A. Smith joint.
What's your take on the pardon?
You know, the Biden situation disgusted me in terms of the pardon only from this standpoint, Chris. Nobody on the planet, you want to be a cynic and you want to act like you would be offended by something like that if you're one of those people out there, fine. But no one within reason would have a problem with him saying, it's my son. I love him. There's no way I'm sending him to jail, and I have the power to avoid it. Nobody would blame him for that. But that's not where he went. So I didn't have a problem to answer your question directly with the decision that he made to pardon his son. Boo Boo the Fool knew he was going to do that. I don't care who he stood in front of or sat in front of and said that he wasn't going to pardon his son and he was just going to go by the letter of the law. Please, everybody and their grandmother knew he was going to pardon his son. But to come out and to start talking about how it's been a witch hunt and the Department of Justice and others were after him or whoever it was, and the GOP rather was after him. Well, wait a minute. What have y'all been doing with Donald Trump all of these years? Now, you can make an argument about the legitimacy of the cases against Donald Trump compared to what wasn't legitimate, etc. That's not the point. The point is it was clearly politicized. You had folks on the left who were hell-bent on going after Donald Trump because they were determined to make sure that he couldn't run for re-election or that these elements would get in the way of him possibly winning re-election. And now we know why more than ever, because they weren't confident they would ever be able to beat him. He'd been a Republican nominee since 2016. He beat Hillary Clinton with the Electoral College vote. He wouldn't concede defeat in 2020, but he did receive over 74 million votes at that particular moment in time. And then you fast forward 4 years later, despite the 34 felony convictions, the 2 impeachments, the bevy of crimes that he had been accused of, the Republican voters out there, the conservative voters out there, and a lot of independents from various communities said, he's the guy we want, and I've said it on many, many occasions. It wasn't about him. Just like it wasn't about Biden in 2020, it was more against Trump. In this particular instance, it was an indictment against the Biden administration, what had been going on for the last 4 years. Some of the things going on with the border. Obviously, inflation, of course, crime in the streets, of course, woke and cancel culture and all of that, it all played a role. And so for him to come out and to talk about that, this was a witch hunt, when clearly it could be argued that's exactly what you were doing to Donald Trump, or you assisted in doing, seems beyond hypocritical. And that was what disgusted me. It wasn't his decision. It wasn't him pardoning his son. It was the weak, pathetic explanation that he gave, which has most critics just shaking their heads and raising their eyebrows and saying, what nerve you have.
Yo, I mean, he's right. Stephen A. Smith seems to be coming around. I don't know what it is. You know what I mean? Right, Rich? Yeah, America saw that. Exactly. Yep. And it wasn't just conservatives and libertarians that voted for Trump. I know a lot of Democrats that voted for Trump. A whole lot. Like I told you guys, I said it. CNN said this crazy claim that, most African American, most black people don't really know politics like that. That's why they're leaning toward Trump. No, it's not because they don't know politics. It's because they know economics. You don't need to know politics to know economics. They knew that when Donnie T was in office, their pockets were straight. They going on vacations. They could feed their kids. Gas was low. Groceries was low. Right? Stock market was up. 401ks were up. Interest rates were low. And the minute Joe Nicholslick and Kamala get in office, things took a sharp, drastic turn. A drastic turn. It don't take a rocket scientist to see that. You don't need to be have a master's or a doctorate in political science to see that. That's why people voted for Donnie T, on top of the fact that they didn't like the identity politics, especially the identity politics when it came around to abortions and shit like that. They didn't care about that. They like, why is this your talking point? Why are we talking about this? That's not the problem right now. Nobody cares whether a woman has an abortion or not right now. We can't feed our kids that we have. I got to decide if I'm going to use this money to go to the grocery store, or I'm going to chance it and try to drive to work without no gas. Abortion and all that other stuff was the furthest shit from their mind. But that's what they thought was the winning plan, and just, blaming Donald Trump for everything, even though they've been in office for the last 4 years. That's why they lost. But I digress. As far as these pardons, yeah, who didn't know Nicholslick was going to pardon his son? Who didn't know? We all knew. There are some people out there that really thought, they really 1000% thought that he was going to follow the letter. No, he wasn't. He never was. It's the hypocrisy of it that really hurts a lot of people. That's all it is the hypocrisy. And the funny part is it took this for them to see the hypocrisy. He done rickrolled everybody for the last 50 years, and it took this right here for you to clutch your pearls and gasp and say, oh my God, he's a hypocrite. He been that. Kamala been that. They accuse the opposition of what they're doing. That's the long and short of it. Dr. Fauci, let's get back to these other pardons. Let's recap. Schiff facilitating the Russia collusion hoax, left and right, to the point where he got duped by a morning show, giving out information. Liz Cheney with the J6 committee, that sham of a committee, putting out their propaganda, selectively editing and curating audio footage and video footage to try to sway the court of public opinion, falsely putting people under oath to testify against Donnie T. People that wouldn't testify during impeachment. These people wouldn't testify during impeachment, but all of a sudden they feel it's safe to testify in front of the J6 committee. What's up, Noel? You need an abortion maybe once in your life. You need eggs and milk every day. That's a fact. That's a fact. And the thing is, their $1 billion didn't help. Right? Yeah, their $1.4 billion ain't helped not one bit. The committee still owes us 30,000 hours of footage. They disappeared that the minute Donnie T got discovery for his case. All of a sudden, all that stuff went poof. Wild. Make women feminine again. I hear that. Make women again. Shit. But then you got Dr. Fauci, the good doctor. What the girl on Redacted say today, I thought was pretty funny. He was making up science. He was making up science on the fly. All through 2020. You know what I mean? All through 2020, he making up science. Like, you can't. And people just blindly following it because it's the man in the lab coat. It's the man in the lab coat. They following it. Well, Dr. Fauci said, like, is anybody, like, I know that I'm only 40, right? And some of you guys are older than me in the chat. Does anybody remember when Dr. Fauci killed all of those people with the AZT? Huh? Anybody remember that? By the way, the views and opinions expressed here on Cannon Speaks in the after party are solely that of Cannon Hotep and do not represent the views of YouTube or Alphabet Inc. Your discretion is advised. YouTube, I'm batshit crazy. This is all for entertainment. Got a vaccine injury. Oh man, I'm sad that I gotta say that just to try to not get suspended on YouTube for telling the truth. That's crazy. That is crazy. But he up there making shit up. But did people forget about that though? Did people forget about that he was just making shit up? Like here, check this out. This is when I was on Aquarian Anarchy. Oh. The shit you learned in fucking science class in high school don't matter no more. That shit is just fucking null and void. You know, the shit you learned on the fucking magic school bus when they had the shit when fucking Ralphie got sick and they went in his body and was teaching you about the fucking immune system. That shit don't fucking count no more. You know, now it's just what we're talking about now. It's like, no, this is the new science right now. It's like that new math that my kids got that I can't fucking help them with.
The scientific method has been replaced with, if somebody on TV said it, it's true.
Right.
And if somebody on YouTube said it, it's false.
They took the ideology of you following, not you or anybody in here, but like them following their celebrity masses, you know, because if they don't say go left, you can't go left. And if you go left, you're a traitor.
Fuck, I fucking trust Miss Frizzle more than I fucking trust Fauci. Like, you know what I mean? Like, geez, you know what I mean? Right. I trust Frizzle more than I trust Fauci. Like, everything they taught us in school, he just did the complete opposite and said, no, that's not the case. Like, what? I remember people getting chicken pox, so you didn't get chicken pox no more. Most of y'all old enough to remember chicken pox parties. Right? Yeah, a lot of people, so many people. How many people remember chicken pox parties? I do, because my friend Bruce up the street got chicken pox. And my mother sent me to go play with Bruce with chicken pox. And then a couple of days later, guess who had chicken pox? Me and my sister. And my mother never had chicken pox, and she got chicken pox as an adult. And they did that so you got it, and you had an immunity to it, and you didn't get it, and you didn't have to worry about, you know, getting it in later on in life. You know, now they got a whole, you know, a vaccine for chicken pox and stuff. Kids don't get chicken pox no more, allegedly. You know. But yeah, you know, it's crazy. But he did that. He's sitting up here locking people in houses and doing this and lying about the effectiveness of the Yamin. The you know, for people who's new, because even though YouTube said we could talk about this shit now, they still be suspending. You know what I mean? Yamin is the vacation, the shot, you know, the experimental biological weapon they were having people taking their arm. Yeah, he was lying about that, and he just disappears into the sunset with fucking millions and millions of dollars. No accountability. No accountability. Now what we finding out in the news, that Hotep was right, Dr. Tanara Ricks was right, Hotep Jesus was right, Canon Hotep was right, that this shit was a man-made biological weapon. It's coming out in the news now. And we got persecuted and suspended and shadow banned for telling the truth. I want some get back, gosh dang it. Donnie T need to go after Fauci, he need to go after Liz Cheney, and he need to go after Adam Schiff. Not only go after Adam Schiff, he need to go after Eric Swalwell, he need to go after Maxine Waters, he need to go after Nancy Pelosi. Chuck Schumer can get some. All these people, Jamie Raskin, get him too. All these people that conspired and colluded to shut you up, they need to go down. They need to go down for treason. They need to go down for treason. You can't get them for that, get Pelosi ass on insider trading. Get Maxine Waters' ass on Insider Trading. I tell you guys. We're gonna see what happens. This could all be a distraction from some craziness. This could all be a distraction. You know what I mean? I don't know. All right, these pardons could just have us talking about it while some other stuff is happening in the back that we don't even see. Right? The aliens, the UFOs we saw on Monday or Tuesday or whenever that was, you know what I mean, could just be a distraction. That could be some DARPA drones that we ain't know was around. And they sitting there having that was their way of testing them. DARPA probably made all these UFO drones, and that was their way of testing. Well, we can't test them unless people gonna see them. All right, well, tell them it's some disclosure shit. It's some unidentified aerial phenomena, and people looking in the sky and they're like, oh, the pretty lights is dancing. You know, or it could have been aliens. I don't know, but it's all a distraction, guys. I don't know what's happening. I feel like there's a play. I feel like there's a play at hand, and we don't know. All I can tell you guys is be prepared for anything, guys. Be prepared, okay? All right? Be prepared. Get your food, water, get your first aid, get your little preps up, get your bug out bag, get you something to protect your neck. You know what I mean? Because I don't know what's about to happen. Hopefully nothing. I'm gonna be at inauguration. I'm gonna be right down there getting some interviews. I want to see some people reading all over the place and crying. I'm like, so what's got you all glum? Put the mic in their face. I'll be down there. I think Protocol said he gonna make it. I think Steph said he gonna catch the train down, and we gonna be in the spot. You know what I mean? I'm just saying. Oh, you talking about what the script? What script did he read? You talking about back a couple of years ago when he was reading that script, the script verbatim? Because he done it before, unless he did it again. Yeah, exactly. Look over here when everything's happening. Look over there. Yep. They don't want the left hand to see what the right hand doing. You got a MAGA fireworks keg? That sounds dope. Your family wants you to go down to the inauguration? I'm gonna be down there. I'm gonna be in that bitch. Matter of fact, I'm gonna get me a ballistics helmet. I'm gonna put my vest on. I'm gonna head on down there with my stuff, get some interviews. You know what I mean? You got a MAGA foundation. That's funny. Vaughn Brown on his deathbed told his niece aliens would be the last enemy. That'd be interesting. That's interesting. Now, don't get me wrong. I believe in aliens. Okay? I believe in aliens. I just don't know what that was on Tuesday. I don't know if that was aliens or not. I do believe in them, but we know Project Bluebeam is a thing, and I don't know if they're going to start trying to make that thing happen. I don't know what's going on. You know? I don't know. Anyway, guys, that's all I got for y'all tonight. I appreciate you guys swinging through and hanging out with me. If you're new, hit the like, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification icon. It'll let you know when I got new content coming out. Share the stream, let people know we live. You catching the replay. Leave a comment, let me know how I'm doing. I can use that constructive criticism. You want to donate to the channel? $ Canon Hotep on Cash App, Super Chats, Rumble Rants, Kick Subs. Always welcome, guys, because this channel is held up by viewers like you, because YouTube they be demonetizing me. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna wake up tomorrow morning and this video is gonna have either a red $ or a yellow $, and the yellow $ might as well be the same as the red $. So yeah, anyway, until next time, it's Canon Hotep saying be blessed, stay strapped, don't miss, and don't worry about tomorrow, guys. Tomorrow got enough problems of its own. Worry about today. I'll holler at you guys.
Relax and take notes. Niggas need to wake up. Niggas need to relax and take notes. Niggas need to wake up. Niggas need to relax and take notes.